What's up, everybody? In this live stream, this one is about, I guess, future probabilities and my morality compass. And it's titled, I would never raise my sons or daughters to be a God-fearing doofus. And with this video, I have to start the basic foundation and guidance and instructions on how to not be a God-fearing doofus, right? So I want to break it down and identify what is a God-fearing doofus. So I guess overall, a God-fearing doofus is basically a worshiper, right? Somebody who is dedicated to pleasing a supernatural ghost. So that's one thing that I would have to instruct my sons or daughters, or sons and daughters, right, to not be. So what would be the opposite of being a God-fearing doofus? So the opposite is to have courage, right? To stand up to the gods. When the gods present the world with something pathetic, stupid, and ridiculous, with pathetic, stupid, and ridiculous demands and commandments. So that would be like a basic foundation on how I will not raise my kids to be a God-fearing doofus, right? So then the next part is I would have to instruct my kids to not reach out to others to ask them to join you to be scared of the gods, right? So, yeah. So I guess the first rule would be to do not be afraid of the gods, because you are not a God-fearing doofus, right? And then the second rule, yo, what's up, Malaya? You're welcome. So then the second rule would be to not walk around the community or post on the internet requesting people to help you be a schizophrenic when it comes to fearing the gods. I found him again. Vietnamese in the house. What up? Damn. This is a quick live though, because I got 10%. So yeah, I'm trying to build up with this video basic foundations for me and my kids to not be a God-fearing doofus. Damn, I can't even pronounce that. Kwai di hai guap con? What? Is that it? Maybe I said it right. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, there's got to be another part to this. Oh, yeah. Do not become violent when you become. No, you're not going to become a God-fearing doofus. So that's the next part. So it's 3. You stand up to the gods when they're dumb, and you do not go recruiting people to help you be scared of the gods, and then you don't become violent to people when they oppose you. There you go. That's the basic foundation for my kids. So I'm gonna set that up, and then I'm gonna start developing my own gospels and sermons, and I'm gonna do that over time. Yeah. So there you go. That's a quick video. Nothing, don't worry. How do you stand up to a God if they're way stronger than us? Well, believe it or not, the God that has been demonizing the world, right, for the past 8.5 years are just stories. That's what's demonizing everything. It's just like a bunch of Christians telling a bunch of stories that you're supposed to be afraid of. And once you find out that the God's not coming to save you, then you don't have to be afraid, and you could just like point that out to the God-fearing idiots. That's Satan, not God, not a God. I'm not sure what you're talking about. So Satan is not a God? What's up, Zoe Rose? Welcome to the chat. This is my personal YouTube, and I'm developing, I guess, concepts on how to protect my kids from becoming a schizophrenic doofus that's scared of gods. What's up, CC? I got like 9% on my phone, probably 7% now because I'm doing a live. So it's not gonna last much longer. Yeah. So, and all right, so Vietnamese country human says, and you mean Jesus, and Jesus says, do not fear him, as he isn't there for fear, and fear come from Satan, aka the devil. What? That's so sad. Zoe Rose, hopefully everybody's a fan, because a lot of these people in this chat, yo, they're like these doofus troopers that's scared of Jesus and God and Trump, right? So they might not shout you out, but I'm gonna give you a shout out. Zoe Rose, I guess it's a girl name. Her birthday is today, and no one came to a party. So if I was your friend, this video could be like, kind of like a presence at your party. So yeah, happy birthday. And I'm broke as shit, so I'm sorry I couldn't get you a present, but this is the best that I could do. So shout out to Zoe Rose, everybody. And yeah, so Mr. Vietnamese country human, I'm starting to think you are a Vietnamese Christian, which is a bad concept for you because you're Asian and Jesus is white. So if you're preaching that in Vietnam, you're gonna be a joke, a laughing stock of the village very soon. Zoe Rose's brother said, hi. What up, bro? And yeah. Ooh, Cece said she's gonna subscribe. That's what's up. Thank you so much for the support. All right, so I'm gonna log off before like my phone dies, and then there's rumors that, you know, Trump like put a bullet in my head or something. So I'm gonna wrap up the chat, and I'm gonna upload this, and people can like rewind it or replay it if they missed the I guess the topic and the conversation. So EJ Wiley is signing off, and I gots to go.